Hey everyone, I'm sorry that it's been a while. I've been busy negotiating a new contract with YouTube. However, today is not about that. It is about the huge contracts that quarterbacks keep getting in the NFL and how guys like Russell Wilson are ruining the NFL. Now, I should be fair. The fact that Russell Wilson has signed a monster contract worth about $35 million a year for him on average hasn't made the NFL a worse league. It has, however, made the Seattle Seahawks a worse team. So really, I should adjust my statement. When these quarterbacks sign on the dotted line to get their big paycheck, they're not ruining the NFL. The NFL will still be as good, most likely. They are, however, ruining their individual teams, who definitely will not be as good, and you are pretty much signing away any hopes of getting to a Super Bowl. Guys, I need your help. At first, Rob Gronkowski was only sad that this channel didn't have 69,000 subscribers, but now he's starting to get mad, and I don't know what he might do when he gets angry. Help me keep Gronkowski happy and subscribe. Now, I know that's a pretty bold statement, but I am going to back it up with some very simple facts right now. Here we have a list of the top paid quarterbacks for the upcoming season, and we're going to take a look at how many of these quarterbacks have even been to a Super Bowl on those big money contracts. So we've got Russell Wilson, of course. Not fair because he just signed it. He's had no chance to do anything. So Russell Wilson is out, but he's the highest paid, $35 million. But, you know, who's in that ballpark? We've got Aaron Rodgers, a previously highest paid player in the NFL, has not been to the Super Bowl on his contract. We've got Matt Ryan, who signed his contract after going to the Super Bowl and again has not been back. We've got Kirk Cousins, has never been. We've got Jimmy Garoppolo. To be fair, he's a bit younger. You know, he's coming off a rookie contract, but still hasn't been to the Super Bowl in the season that he was injured after signing. So, again, he gets a free pass, but the trend is still here. Matthew Stafford, nope. Derek Carr, no. Drew Brees, no. Andrew Luck, no. Alex Smith. Joe Flacco, of course, signed it after the Super Bowl. Nick Foles on that money did not go to a Super Bowl. And we keep going down until we get to number 18. Mr. Tom Brady, last year's Super Bowl winner, the lowest paid quarterback next year out of anyone that has signed a new contract as a starting quarterback, so not guys on rookie contracts down here, is Tom Brady. He's being paid less than Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, and a whole bunch of other guys. And that's not because he's not worth more, it's because he has actively chosen to take pay cuts to give his team more money to build around him, because that is what destroys your team when you got a quarterback being paid a whole bunch of money, is that you lose all of that money to give him anything. A quarterback is, funnily enough, the most selfish player in the NFL, and at the same time, the only player in the NFL that probably needs more help than everybody else. A quarterback needs an offensive line, receivers, and a running game. He needs that to really be successful. You take any one of those away, and he will really struggle. A running back needs an offensive line. That's just one. Yeah, he could do with a passing game, but look at O.J. Simpson with zero passing game. He still did pretty well. Larry Fitzgerald has proven it really doesn't matter who you're playing with. You can still play as a good wide receiver with trash talent at quarterback. On the defensive side, and now this is the big one because some of the other highest paid players in the NFL, of course, are defenders. But if they get a lot of money, they can do what they do without help. Pretty much what we can do statistically is rule out all of these teams to be going to the Super Bowl this year. You can forget about all of them. Of course, the Redskins' Alex Smith is a different story anyway, but let's throw Joe Flacco up there, and to be fair, most people would agree that you can forget about them going to the Super Bowl. But that is statistically speaking. We're going to have to go back a very long time until we find a quarterback that was one of the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks in the league in the same year that he won a Super Bowl. So let's go back to 2018. Of course, we know it's Tom Brady. We're looking for Tom Brady. Where is he? He is 21st. He's the 21st highest paid quarterback last year. Tyrod Taylor, Andy Dalton, Case Keenum, Blake Bortles, and Ryan Tannehill were all paid more than him. The only guy being paid less than him that wasn't a rookie was Josh McCown. That tells you a lot. Taking a look at 2017, now of course we're looking for Nick Foles, and let's start off. We go here through, we're now past 15 where Tom Brady is. That's pretty high up for Tom Brady by his current standards of being, 18th and 21st or whatever. But we keep having to go. We're now going past Tyrod Taylor and Jay Cutler. We're now going past some rookie quarterbacks. And down here at 29th, below Josh McCown, is Nick Foles, the Super Bowl winner. Let's take a look at 2016. Well, it's Tom Brady. Let's see where he is. Oh, this time he's at number 12, a record high for Tom Brady. Now, of course, if you consider the fact that Andrew Luck, Carson Palmer, Drew Brees, Joe Flacco, and Aaron Rodgers are the top 5, if Tom Brady wanted to be paid as much as them, he would be paid as much as them. He is making an active decision to be paid less. It's reported every single year his contract is renewed, he's essentially taking a pay cut. Now we go to 2015, where Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos. Now, we've got a number 6, the Super Bowl loser that year, Cam Newton. Let's take a look for Peyton Manning. Now, he signed a big free agency contract. Surely he's got to be paid pretty highly. Well, we're past now Tony Romo, Matthew Stafford, Alex Smith. Until they're tied with Alex Smith at number 15, is Peyton Manning being paid $17 million in that year. Now, he's only being paid $5 million less than the top paid quarterback, but that is $5 million that you can pay on filling the defense, which was incredible with a lot of good players. And look what that did for them. Then it's 2014 and it's Tom Brady again. He keeps popping up, but he doesn't keep popping up in the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks. Where is he this year? He's down at number 17, being paid $9 million. The next lowest paid quarterback is Matt Schaub. Sam Bradford above him. To be fair, this year the quarterbacks above him, it's not as terrible. But when Tom Brady and Matt Schaub, the two guys that are close to each other, not on rookie contracts, everyone else being on rookie contracts, apart from Kyle Orton, think about the caliber of those players. That is ridiculous. Now moving on to 2013. Now everyone, I'm doing a bathroom check. Everyone make sure you go to the bathroom before we go and look for the quarterback that won the Super Bowl in 2013, because it is going to be a long ride. Of course, it was the Seattle Seahawks. And now let's head on this journey to go find Russell Wilson. Okay, we're outside of the top 20 now. Still not here. We're outside of the top 30 now, and we've passed Jake Locker, and we're still not here. We're outside of the top 40 now. We have passed Steelers backup Bruce Gradkowski and 2 Browns quarterbacks, and we still haven't found Russell Wilson. Let's keep going. And we're going down to number 50. John Kitna and Josh Johnson we've passed. Dan Orlovsky we're going past. We're going past Brock Osweiler, people, and we still haven't found our man. We're now outside of the top 60, where Mike Glennon is in. Derek Anderson, Tavares Jackson, the Seahawks quarterback, and Seneca Wallace all tied for 55th with Luke McCown, but we still haven't found him. At number 61, just ahead of third-string Patriots quarterback Ryan Mallett, is Russell Wilson. Now, that Seahawks team was stockpiled with talent on the defense and had brought in a lot of good free agents as well. Now, they built out of the draft, give them their credit there, but they also brought in some very important free agents, namely guys like Marshawn Lynch. I told you it would be a journey. We had to go all the way to number 61. We have not been higher than number 12 so far as we move on to 2012, where we are now looking for Joe Flacco as they won the Super Bowl with the Ravens. And we are outside of the top 15 again, and we keep moving for Joe Flacco outside of the top 20, and at 23, nestled in between Matt Flynn and Andrew Luck on his rookie contract, is Joe Flacco. But now, finally, in 2011, we have gone back to 2011 to find a quarterback that's won a Super Bowl whilst being paid as one of the best in the NFL. It's Eli Manning at number 3, and Tom Brady, who he beat, was at number 2 that year, are actually tied for number 1 with Peyton Manning. That is how far back you have to go until you find a quarterback that has got a big contract and won a Super Bowl. That means in the last 7 years, because we can't go back past 2011 is the only reason we're stopping there. In the last 7 years, not a single quarterback paid as one of the top 12 quarterbacks in the NFL has won a Super Bowl. That means you can count out all of these teams. Now, some of them you can just count out anyway, no disrespect to them. But just statistically speaking, none of these have got a chance. It just strikes me as somewhat bizarre that is a fact. It is a fact that quarterbacks who get paid as, within the top 10 don't win Super Bowls, at least since 2011. But everyone is so happy to throw money at their quarterback. Either the quarterback has to go, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to follow Tom Brady's path, and I'm going to try and win myself a Super Bowl because that's why I play the sport, to win, not just to earn a whole lot of money. Because at the end of the day, what is actually the difference in your life between $35 million a year and when we go down to Tom Brady, $15 million a year? Now, yes, Tom Brady's been playing a lot longer and his wife is literally worth more than him. But the point is that $15 million a year, what can you not do with $15 million a year that you can with 35? Unless you're buying 3 mansions a year and that's what you feel you need to do, you can do pretty much the exact same things with your $15 million a year. I'm all for financial security and getting guaranteed money in contracts because you never know when you get injured and your career is over. But I am entirely against making the entire financial situation of your team about you because you want to get paid as much as possible, either for just flat out greed, which, listen, we would all take. If our team, let's be honest, if a team offers me 35 million, I'm going to take the 35 million. But at the same time, I feel, if I put myself in those shoes, I feel like I may also say, listen, give me 20 and we'll figure something out. But who knows with that? That's obviously technically what was supposed to happen in Oakland, but, well, things can happen even when players say, I'll take less so other guys get more, but that's a different story. When you consider the fact that in the last 5 years, 3 quarterbacks have won the Super Bowl. 2 of those are some of the best the position has ever seen, so therefore it doesn't really matter how much you pay them. They're the best that have ever played the position, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. The other one is a backup quarterback in Nick Foles. So my argument is either have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time playing for your team, or do not overpay them because it is a waste of money and will not buy you success.